All right, and we are back. Thank you so very much for staying with us. We are having a very busy show today because we are celebrating the International Day of Coffee, and we do have our baristas here from Arobisca Training Center. They're making some coffee here as we have conversations with think tanks in the coffee space. And I want to speak to our young farmer, Casey, and I want you to talk to us about if you are aware of where we are headed to with the European Union deforestation regulation. Is it something that you've been sensitized about as a young farmer? Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware.
Not yet?
Yes.
All right, and then now we do have Mr. Felix, who is a head of a cooperative in Noi. Unasikia kuna wakulima ambao wanafanya mambo ya kahawa, but they're not aware about the EUDR, rule that is about to take over as from 2026. Please shed more light so that hata ule mkulima ambaye anatizama pale nyumbani and is not aware about what this regulation is about, they can get the knowledge this evening.
Yes, EUDR means that it is a European Union deforestation regulation. It is a regulation which came to effect in 2020, and it had the time frames. The first time frame was last year, December. It was pushed to this year, that first December. The EUDR is saying that for you to be able to export your coffee to European Union, you need to prove that you are not deforesting. It is all about the climatic changes, and maybe the fear of the European people is we might deforest our forest for us to produce coffee. Mm-hmm. And for them to be assured, they are demanding every coffee farmer to be able to give evidence they are not deforesting. Uh-huh. That will be done through taking of geopolygons and geomapping our farms in each and every coffee farm in the country. It is also affecting cocoa. Tea is exempted from this. Then it is also affecting the animal products. Why is EUDR important to us? As a country, our about 55% of our coffee is sold to European. So the country is in danger or is in crossroad of losing 55% of its coffee market. The farmers from the cooperative level are well synthesized, despite resources being seriously needed for us to be able to do geopolygons. Mm-hmm. The government started also the program last week, mm-hmm. although the time frames they talked about of 10 days, it's not enough to have that. But through the National Coffee Cooperative Union, we are endeavoring to ensure that all our members, farms, will be able to comply with this. Mm-hmm. The most important part, it is for the European people, the people who are doing business with our coffee, mm-hmm. to come hand in this, so that they also be part of assisting the farmers to be able to walk the journey and comply with the EUDR.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Felix. So yes, we do have the European Union deforestation regulation, which is meant to help in mitigating climate change. Therefore, any coffee that is being exported to the European Union countries has to come from a piece of land where deforestation has not happened. And we'll keep following up with the governments to understand how are they going about identifying these zones and also creating awareness to our farmers. But before we continue with making coffee and enjoying these fantastic conversations that we are having with our think tanks in the coffee space, let us remind you of something that you need to do as a farmer to make sure that you are thriving in the agricultural sector. Like one of our guests said earlier on, it's very important to make sure that you are part of a cooperative society, kwa sababu kama ni mkulima wa kahawa uko kwa cooperative society, your society will play a very big role in helping you manage your coffee all the way from planting to getting your cherries to the factory until the very end of the journey. So make sure that you're not going through the agricultural journey by yourself. Join hands with other farmers, na pia ukiwa katika your cooperative society yako na umeshikana mahali kipesa, it's very easy for you to get support from various financial institutions like the Cooperative Bank, who over the years are very keen when it comes to supporting both small-scale and large-scale farmers. So dear farmers, make sure that you've joined hands with other farmers and you're part of a cooperative society, and also take advantage of the support that is being offered by the Cooperative Bank. Now, Hiram, I'll come back to you. Now, we are talking about reviving mashamba ambao tulikuwa tume-neglect. And why I'm picking this question to you is because you're servicing a lot of farmers around Kiambu area, right?
Yeah.
And according to a report that was done recently, and it was published on Business Daily, it states that in the last 5 years, Kiambu, Nyeri, and Murang'a have turned about 11,611 hectares from coffee, and they've shifted to real estate and other crops like avocado and macadamia. Kwa hivyo unapata mali ambapo kahawa ilikuwa kwa wingi in Kiambu, Murang'a, and Nyeri. Now 11,611 hectares of that piece of land in the last 5 years is now under real estate, avocado, and macadamia. You being one of the experts in that region, is this what is happening on the ground? And from the way things are going, ukizungumza na hawa wakulima, are they willing to go back to coffee? And if they come back to coffee, from where we are we able to sustain the joy that is currently happening in the coffee sector? Our farmers are enjoying very good prices right now. Most of them are getting above 100 shillings for their cherries per kg. Will we be able to sustain that? Ama itafika mahali tena to dip, and then those farmers who had come back to coffee watoke tena waanze vitu vingine? What are you seeing happening in the market space, and what is happening on the ground in those counties?
Yes, very true. This is what is happening in Kiambu. Mostly they are doing real estates, and they are doing real estate mainly in coffee estates that were managed before by other companies. But now, what we are trying to do is that to advise farmers to only have maybe 50 to 100 trees, so that now they can have a cash crop somewhere. In the future, they can benefit from that.
Right.
But now in Murang'a, there is a lot of avocado, where it's becoming difficult to convince that farmer that now you need now to move from this avocado farm to coffee, whereby now they are just arguing with the fact reason that avocado you just need to sit there, mtu aenda kwa shamba avune avocado, then wakaunt achukue pesa na ende. Whereas now coffee, mainly in some of the cooperatives in Murang'a, ni kama sasa zilikufa due to bad management. So kama venye sasa chairman wangu wa pala Inoi anasema, without cooperative, hata farmer mmoja akipata kama 50 ama 100, hakuna pahali atapeleka. So ana decide now, sababu atakuwa peke yake, achague tu kupanda macadamia, kupanda madizi. But now that's something you are trying to do.
Right.
To talk with the Kiambu Union, to talk with the Murang'a Union and county representatives, so that now we can have a nursery somewhere to raise certified seedlings, so that now we can support those farmers and try to encourage the youths and women, sababu kahawa sana sana ilalimwa na wanawake na vijana.
All right.
Wazee sana sana hawako kwa kahawa sana.
All right.
So we are trying to train farmers, we are trying to train youths and women, and we in that believe that in 2 years or 3 years to come, Kiambu and Murang'a tutakuwa na pamoja.
Right.
Yeah.
So we still have a lot of work to do there to bring them back, but you're hopeful that it can be done. But on the flip side, we do have regions that were not coffee growing regions that are growing very fast. Ukienda pale Uasin Gishu utapata wanakuza, and also we have like Laikipia and Taita Taveta who are leading in growing coffee zones. So there's still a lot of hope. In 30 seconds, I'm going to leave it to you, Mbula. You export both the green coffee and the roasted coffee. All right, so very briefly tell us which one is more on demand.
So the green coffee is more on demand because of value. again, we keep talking about value addition. Because there is value in the product, then the markets are seeking for green coffee.
Right.
However, if we can build the capacity to develop value in terms of the product and how we roast it and package it, we are able to access markets out there that are quite happy to receive coffee that has been roasted at origin. Just 2 weeks ago, 2 Kenyan companies, including Utake Coffee, won at the Paris Coffee Show, coffees roasted at origin. So that already says that Kenya is starting to lead in value addition and ensuring that we make more from this product.
All right. Thank you so very much, Mbula, for that. I believe the future is bright. We just have to keep going, right?
Yes.
Great. And with that, we have come to the end of the show. Before we get into this coffee drinking ceremony that will be happening here shortly, you all have to give me answers to our farm joke question of the day. Mr. Felix, uliingia kama tumeanza, lakini kuna joke hapa lazima tutajibu si wote. Na leo tulikuwa tunauliza, which table fits in the fridge? You have less than 5 seconds to give me an answer. So, Kevo?
Yeah, I'll say timetable.
Okay, timetable. T, usijifanye uko busy hapo. Which table fits in the fridge?
Oh, I have no idea yet.
You have no idea yet. Unafikiria?
Yes.
All right. Mbula?
Vegetable.
Chair.
Chair. Mr. Felix?
No.
Hiram?
Let me say horticulture.
Horticulture?
Like carrots.
Horticulture. Why horticulture? I'm so interested in your answer because it's almost close to the answer.
Yeah.
Horticulture. The answer is a vegetable.
Oh.
You get? It's a table that fits in the fridge. It's a joke. Don't overthink
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's nothing scientific. All right, good job, Mbula, for getting it correct. And with that, we've come to the end of the program. A very big thanks to all of you for making time to be here with us on the show as we also join in the celebration of the International Day of Coffee. Please keep doing what you're doing. You're inspiring a lot of young people out there. And from myself, thank you so very much for watching, our viewers. We are so honored to have you on the show every single day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. The agenda still remains climate change, sustainability in agriculture, and environment conservation. Until then, do have yourselves a fantastic evening. My name is Violeta Ngina. Goodbye.